Now, forewarned weather with Exact Track 4D.
Through a strange wrinkle in the space-time continuum, we are apparently only allowed to have severe winter weather this year during the morning rush hour.
Oh, weren't you wondering like where that was going to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
You never know.
Yeah, you just don't, which is great. You keep us, and you never know. It's like the rain-snow line. We just never quite know exactly where it's going to set up. And
Me and the rain-snow line.
You and the rain-snow line, exactly. And we've become way too familiar with it. I mean, I think this is the first year in forecasting for, I don't know, 25, 30 years that I've talked this much and viewers know this much about something called a rain-snow line. But I'll show it to you in a minute and I'll tell you how it's going to affect your morning commute. 30 in Detroit, upper 20s now in Howell, and 28 in Lapeer, 31 in Monroe. Weather impacts. So tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., we'll call it moderate because it's not all of southeast lower Michigan, but moderate. So there is definitely a weather impact in the morning. It's the highest around 10 a.m., moderate at noon, and then low by the evening commute. So I started this at 7 a.m. The blue you see here is snow. The pinks and purples there, that's a mix of snow, sleet, possibly even a little freezing rain, although the majority will be rain, snow, and sleet. The rest of Metro Detroit snow at 8 o'clock. So I'm just going to kind of inch this along. So let's go to 8 o'clock now, snowing across much of the northern half of our viewing area. But notice that warm air causing that snow to mix with, again, some sleet, possibly even some freezing rain. Then we start to see the green. That's rain. Now that's at 9 a.m. So if you're in Monroe, your changeover happens very quickly. So you'll have little to no accumulation whatsoever. But notice north of I-94, it's still snowing and we're still picking up a couple of returns of possibly some sleet mixed in. By 11 o'clock, still snowing. Livingston, Oakland, and Macomb counties northward into the thumb. But then we start to see that rain come up just south of Detroit and then into the Grosse Pointes by about 11 to 12 o'clock. By 1 o'clock, most of the area is dealing with rain. And then 2, 3 o'clock, we'll start to see things taper down. So depending on how much sleet mixes in, we're expecting snow totals to be anywhere from 0 down in Monroe County up to close to 5 inches up in the thumb. So really a very wide range of snowfall totals, but Livingston, Oakland, and Macomb anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches, but it falls in a very short period of time during that morning commute between 6 and 8 a.m. Then 8 a.m. to 1, we get the snow to the north, as I showed you, rain to the south, and then rain for everyone by early in the afternoon. So that's why the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory, but excludes Washtenaw, Wayne, and Monroe counties. You are not in this. That includes the city of Detroit, not under a winter weather advisory. This is for Livingston, Oakland, and Macomb, up into the thumb from 4 a.m. until 1 p.m. One thing we haven't talked about that I want to touch on really briefly is that we're going to notice winds picking up considerably. So once we get that rain-snow mix out of here, winds will gust at times close to 40 miles per hour. So here's a recap of your forecast for tonight. 29 degrees, increasing clouds. If you work that third shift, you're fine. This does not start until at least between 6 and 8 a.m. tomorrow. So we'll call it a rain-snow mix as our high reaches 41 in the afternoon. So it's not a huge storm. It's just, again, the timing of it and the duration is very quick. So we'll get some bursts of heavier snow. Weekend looks cold to start, warm to end, with highs next week going back into the 40s.
All right, Kim.